Hello, Cancer. This is Michelle from Divine Intuition, and welcome to your monthly Teroscope reading for the month of April 2023. So, Cancer, let's start with your reading. I'm starting with the water signs now. So, like always, I'm going to be using the Witch's Tarot, and I'm also going to be going to change it up a bit. I'm going to be using now the Psychic Tarot for the heart. Okay, so it's this green one. So the other one is a blue one. It's just called the Psychic Tarot, but this one is for the heart. Okay. All right. So Cancer. So let's see what's in store for you for this month of April. Now that we are beginning spring, that's quite exciting. I mean, it's been quite cold here up in the north, up in Canada. Right. I'm not sure how it is in other places right now. Maybe the US. But in Canada, it's cold right now. So, um, but hopefully in April, it starts to get much more warmer and we get to do much more activities outdoors. Okay, Cancer. So let's begin for your reading. Okay, Cancer. So you start off with the Hermit, the Lovers, the Queen of Cups, and the Page of Cups. Wow, that's exciting. Okay, so let's see. Okay. So there is a little bit of isolation I see that you're going through, Cancer. You are going through some sort of isolation right now. You are being kind of like the hermit for this month of April. You kind of just want some time for yourself. You want some space for yourself, right? You're kind of reflecting, you're kind of going within. You're trying to figure things out, things that perhaps have happened to you in the previous past month, previous year, or a couple months. Maybe there's just things that you're reflecting on and going through, Cancer. It hasn't been an easy journey for you. It's probably been a lonely journey and kind quite a quite an unfulfilling one too. So yeah, it's been quite lonely, quite unfulfilling, and it's probably your own personal winter, or you are actually going through some sort of winter right now, wherever you're located. It depends if in your environment it is cold or not, or it could be your own personal winter that you may be going through, Cancer, right? And it hasn't been easy. Perhaps things have been kind of rough, although you did go through some quite emotional fulfilling events, I feel like, for the month of March, I remember. So there is quite good things happening for you. I mean, you do have quite some good cards also for the month of April. You do have the Lover's card, and that's all about emotions and connections, right? So even though you know you are going through some periods where you retract, right? And sometimes you push on forward, right? You push and you push back and then you push on forward. So, right now, Cancer, I think in this month of April, you are kind of pushing a little bit forward. Even though you are being the hermit, it's kind of like a balance of both. Like you are balancing yourself with like you're being an introvert, but you're also trying to be an extrovert. So it's like you're keeping a good balance of both, because you do want to give your cup. You do want to offer your emotions to people. You do want some sort of friendship or connection. What you're looking for, Cancer, is connection, and that's what I feel for you. I feel like you're longing for emotional connection, right? And that's why you're there. You're open to give and to also want to receive, and you have a lot to give, Cancer. As the Page of Cups here, it definitely represents you, especially the water here. See how all this wave of emotion is coming forward to this person. So you do have a lot to give, Cancer. You are quite giving emotionally. You are quite compassionate, and you do want to provide a lot for others. You care, Cancer. You care so much, and because you are the Queen of Cups, or you're the King of Cups, or you're a water element. So you do provide that nurturing support for others. You are quite nurturing. You are quite supportive emotionally. You do sit in that throne as a Queen of Cups, right? You do care, and you are quite empathic, and you do want to be there for others. But as a Cancer, you also need a lot of love in return. You need a lot of emotions back in return. You kind of you may give a bit too much, but not receive as much as you would like to. That's kind of like the Cancer, kind of a Cancerian energy, where the crab gives so much, has a big heart, but it's hard to get that emotional return back, that big heart back, right? Right, Cancer. So yeah, it could be quite it can get quite lonely sometimes, sometimes it can get quite lonely for you. That's why you retract a bit, and you kind of try to just embrace your solitude. I just realized this hermit, he has like a wizard. It reminds me of Gandalf. Okay, I kind of got the vision of Gandalf. So yeah, in the movie in the Lord of the Rings, they're crossing through the snowstorm, right? The mountains, the snowy mountains, and in order to cross over to somewhere important, right? So that could be adventure, right? But could be kind of like you could be leading people. You could be like a guide, right? Or you could have a spirit guide that is like that, trying to help you pull through. Either you feel like a guide, or there is a spirit guide helping you, Cancer, in order to pull through certain obstacles or certain emotional challenges that you may not like to confront or go through, just because like it requires some sort of isolation and retracting and going within, and it can get quite lonely, and yeah, and you can feel quite isolated, right, Cancer? So there is kind of like some sort of guidance from someone that is helping you pull through, right? And he has like the Gandalf robe, right? So he's wearing, like, it reminds me, it's a wizard's robe. So it has, like, you can tell the moon and the stars and there. Yeah, it's a wizard. So you could be just probably doing some sort of magic or some sort of studies in regards to maybe the stars or astrology, something in regards to knowledge, something that can help you gain more control of your reality, maybe learning some sort of manifestation um, practices, affirmations, learning how to do more affirmations, so retracting and not into doing those things. If not, you just could be you could feel like you have so much you can bring forth in your life as the wizard, because the wizard also reminds me of like the magician, right? And the magician brings forth, can manifest anything they want in the reality, right? And so can you are like Gandalf. So you have that ability, and you have the wisdom, and you have the power, maybe the magical power, right? But it's more like you are aware that you have a lot of potential to bring forth in your life, but it's just that there's just so much that you're going through internally that you need to resolve first. And it's like holding a torch and being able to use that torch, or holding the power of magic. But because of all the internal things you've gone through, or well, external things or internal things you're going through, you have to kind of cleanse that first. You kind of have to really go within and go through all those turmoil. Like you're really going within and trying to figure things out, and that's keeping you isolated and pushing you back at the same time, right? As the hermit, right? As Gandalf. So yeah, you are the wizard. You have the power, but you're not using it. That's what I feel. You're not using your power because you're just going through a lot of things internally right now. You're going through your personal winter. You're kind of frozen. You're kind of isolated, and you have right to, because of all the things you've gone through. So you need to kind of resolve those situations, Cancer, right? And that's why you are, and same time you're unaware of where you're heading, and it's a little, in the past seems a bit isolated and kind of dark. But you have this little lantern there guiding in your path, right? Leading you to the right direction, leading to where you need to go and where you need to head towards, right? So find your inner guidance, find your inner light to be able to know which steps to take on forward, right? You may not know the whole destination of where you're heading, but you will see a little bit of a path forward. There's going to be a little bit of light as you keep walking forward, right? That's why the lantern is there. And as you keep walking forward, you're going to see more of a clear direction for you and your path, and be able to make certain movements, emotional movements, right? So the lovers, you do have the lovers card here. So there is potential for love and romance. There is potential for connection for you, Cancer. There is karmic connections here. Could be twin flames, soulmates, karmic connections, right? Whichever it is, there's chemistry. You're bonding with certain people. You are connecting with them, and there's kind of like a rekindlement feeling. So there is potential for love. There is connection. There is possibilities of love. Could be friendship, could be romantic wise, right? But I feel like they have a lot to offer you. Whoever this person is, Cancer, they're very in tune with the waters. They're very emotional. They're very connected to their psychic abilities. They're very connected to their intuition. They're very empathic. This person that you are starting to have a connection with, Cancer, right? Now, whether it's female or male, right, whichever, it is quite a feminine energy. So there is quite a connection you have here with this individual, with this Queen of Cups. And this Queen of Cups has a lot to offer, and emotional. See? You can see the waves there, the waves of connection. And there's like a cup here. Okay? My cat is playing with this toy fish. Yeah, so like it could be psychic connections too, just because the girl holding the cup has the fish there, and that gives me the feeling of Pisces energy. So yeah, there is a connection with somebody who you may have quite a psychic connection with, actually. And there's just so much water they're offering so much emotion, so much love, so much caring, so much empathy, so much compassion, right? This person has a lot of compassion, and it could be a good match for you, Cancer, right? It could be a good match for you, Cancer. Now, could be female, could be male, but whichever it is, there is a strong bond. If it's vice versa, if you feel like you're the Queen of Cups, then you're going to feel quite more sensitive in this relationship, with this connection. You're going to feel more in tune with your emotions, with your sensitivity. You're going to be much more compassionate, loving, open, and vulnerable to this connection. So yeah, you are quite open towards this connection, Cancer. Okay. So that can help you to pull kind of away from the hermit energy, right? So, okay. So now that we're talking about love, let's take a few cards from the Psychic Tarot for the heart and see what more they have to tell us. Manifest. I was just talking about the Magician, and this one comes out, right? You have find balance, share the love, and move. Wow. Okay. So let's take a look at this. So, like I mentioned, you have the card manifest, right? And it's below the hermit card. And we were just talking about how the hermit, wearing this kind of like wizard's clothing, and kind of looks like Gandalf too. It gives me that vibe of having like such strong powers of manifestation within you that you haven't yet perhaps unlocked, or you haven't taken full advantage of it, or used your full potential on that, that you have these gifts, right? In the card here you have manifest. So I think what's trying to tell you is like it's time to use it, to use the powers that you have, the knowledge that you have, and make it tangible. Be like the wizard, be like the bridge between above and below, or do if you're into alchemy, or like for me, for example, I'm an alchemic shamanic woman, so I put elements together to be able to manifest as well. Maybe you're working on an altar. You can use an altar. Maybe you can use some certain rituals where you can use these the knowledge that you have and put the herbs together, candles. You have power. You have power, Cancer. You have power, and it's in you. But you're just so withdrawn. That's the field, Cancer. You're just so withdrawn from your reality, and perhaps you feel a little bit numb, and you kind of just just pulling everything back and not realizing that the power is in you and you can actually change your reality. You can shift things around for you, for your advantage, right? So he's using like two different types of elements, maybe water and fire, combining, making, transmuting something, alchemy, or bringing forth like a sense of like manifestation for you. So, yeah, there is something inside of you, Cancer, where you can bring forth the powers to create a different reality. Maybe you want to manifest a new home or you want to create something better for you, a new business, and you can make it, use the magic to make it happen. Maybe you want to bring it forth more connections and love, right? And you can do that. Maybe you want to bring forth more abundance in your life. Maybe it's financial situations that you need help, right? So whichever it is, you have the ability to bring forth that into your life. You have the ability to manifest anything you want, right? So you just need to kind of pull yourself out of that cave. So I feel like you're kind of retracting, kind of pushing yourself away from opportunities and keeping yourself perhaps in that cave, right? So we have find balance. So yeah, you're kind of juggling between two things. You're kind of you're kind of everywhere. You're not really focused on what you really want. You're not focusing on the priority. And focusing on the priority is very important because it gets things done much more quickly, right? Seems like you're unsure, you're multitasking perhaps, or you're juggling between too many things, too many tasks, or you're just unsure and haven't made a decision yet, right? So there is something here that you haven't decided on, and you need to start to find balance within it, right? So find the balance, find the things that are most important. Like I said, you have here a bunch of images here. So you have like a flower, you have a ring, you have a baby, you have a book for knowledge, you have a cup here for like Ace of Cups for love. You have, those sand thingies that, the time where the sand goes down and it's like another form of like the time is ticking. So I forgot what they're called. Sand something, I don't know. So you have something in regards to time, flower for blossoming, ring, you have baby, and you have knowledge for book. So there's just so much opportunities and so much things that you want to create for you, Cancer, but you're just kind of like undecisive. That's what I feel for you, Cancer, for the month of April. You have a lot of things coming forward for you. There are a lot of opportunities for you coming for this month of April, Cancer, and you are starting to develop your abilities too, or your inner power, discovering your empowerment to bring forth these things into your life or manifest them, right? But you're just undecisive, and that's why you can be a little bit slow in your progression on certain things. Um, you have shared the love. So there are quite some celebrations happening for you in the month of April. This is the Three of Cups. So there is connection and reunion perhaps with other people you know from before, from the past, or people around you that you already are aware of. So it is going to be fun this April after, being the hermit, right? And being isolated, retracting for so long. Now you're going to have some fun. So there is going to be some fun for you for the month of April. You are sharing your love. Perhaps you have been kind of withholding emotionally too. Your heart chakra seems to be a bit closed, but it looks like you're opening your heart chakra now. See here, you have your heart, and it's like there's kind of like a light cracking in here, right? So it's like the light is coming out from probably a heart that has been quite shielded, right? And by doing that, by opening yourself up, you're going to kind of attract more connections around you, and you're going to be able to kind of give more love and connection to others, right? So there is quite some fun things happening for you for the month of April. Like I mentioned, there is this person, right? Queen of Cups, emotional connection with someone, right? Or you're the Queen of Cups with an emotional connection with somebody else. There is quite chemistry and there is quite a bond here, which is why there is a chance to be able to heal your heart chakra and open up more, right? And you will be opening up with this Page of Cups. There is a lot of emotions to give, and there's a lot of emotions that you're going to receive back in the month of April, Cancer. Now, you also have the card Move. This is also the Chariot, but I'm relating it more with bonding and connection than really in regards to kind of, well, the Chariot is all about kind of controlling inner emotions, inner beasts within us that maybe we can be much more sensitive than usual in this month of April. Cancer, you can be much more sensitive, much more emotions could be rising a bit more, but you're very grounded in terms of your emotions. But I feel like this is more focused this month of April. You're more focused in like bonds and embracing connections. Could be with friendships. If you haven't connected with any friends because of the hermit energy, it looks like you're going to be bonding with some people or kind of making new friends. That's what I feel. New friends or reconnecting with the friends that you already have. But there is potential. There is potential for new friendship, for new connections. So if you want to kind of branch out and kind of meet new people, you will have that opportunity to meet new people. You have like, there's kind of like, there's more luck, I feel, for the month of April. And so if you push yourself out there to meet new people, you will meet new people, right? There is connection, there is emotional connection. And you will be like, it will be reciprocated, it will be received equally, like there will be an exchange, so you don't have to be afraid of closing yourself. And it looks like because it's so positive, you will be opening yourself emotionally, right? So you can be like the Queen of Cups if you want, right? Or somebody can be like the Queen of Cups for you, because there is connection. So it doesn't have to be romantic, it can just be in terms of friendships too. So if you really want to push yourself out there, or if you want to I was thinking, I got the message of like dating apps, if you want to prepare a dating app, Tinder, or like do what, like those blind dates or something. I don't know what it is, but it's something to find new relationships, new dating. It can be successful. That's what I mean. So yeah, if this month of April, if you want to try it out, if you want to try out to date, if you want to try out to meet new friends or to mingle, it'll be successful, Cancer. If you try it out, actually, this is the month to do it. This is the month to try it out. And this is the month where it can be successful and you can have opportunities given to you, right? You will get like positive results and it'll be good people. I feel like these are really good people. These are nice people and these are loving people. People for you, Cancer, right? You match that energy with love and connection. So people that can actually give equally a lot of love as much as you give to others, Cancer. Okay. So yeah, no more isolation, right? All right, Cancer. Hope you enjoyed this monthly Tarot reading for the month of April 2023. Now that spring is coming, we can enjoy it much better now. If you like this video, please make sure to subscribe to my channel, like the video, leave a comment below. If you would like to donate, the link is below as well. You can click on the link as well to donate. And yeah, so hope this helps, Cancer, and I'll see you guys again in the next video, okay? Have a good one. Bye.